What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So we're going to talk about Loopring in this video, and you probably already know that by the thumbnail and the title. I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the price, how the action was for the past couple of days. I don't think I talked about it for maybe a day or so. Just because there have been some massive moves that have been happening across the crypto market, whether it's actually massive decreases, great buying opportunities, or actually seeing some pretty decent increasing like Gitcoin and Anchor and Polymath, actually. And those are all positions that I hold a pretty decent amount of. So we're going to get into what's going on with Loopring right now. Why I still think it's a good buy, even without the rumor of the partnership or the merger with GameStop, right? Having that whole setup or the connection between the two. But there's a lot of push for this position, and we'll basically get into the detail of why we did see maybe a little bit of a pullback, why we did see an increase, all that stuff. But guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you guys want to join the Discord group gives out a lot of information. I give out updates if you guys want new videos and all that stuff. Also, you can, if you're second level on the Patreon, you can get all of the videos that we have over there. But we do have a lot of stuff, and we notify everybody when a video does come out, as well as talk about cryptocurrency and, most recently, right, talking about Gitcoin and how it did end up making a large move from the time that I talked about it, months ago. So we can definitely do that. Definitely check out the Discord group. The link is first in the description. But what we're going to do is we're going to dive into Loopring. Right, you can see LRC here is currently at $2.93. It is up about 1%. You do see that we saw an increase up to about 312 in this day, and it was kind of like flat. If I look at it across the board, it's kind of flat. Didn't really have too much movement, and you could see that here. It's up about 1%, which is basically no move at all, right? 1% is 1%, but it's still basically flat, right? But we look over the past week. We can see that this is up 13% because it did make a decent move after seeing that fall from where it was. The past month, it's still up 682%. When we did look at it in the past, it was up basically less, a lot, well, not a lot less, just slightly less, right? Down to $2.20 or $2.19 or so. So it was actually up a lot less, but that was a pullback from this $3.92 mark, which is that all-time high that we did see with Loopring, right? And that's not the high that it's going to get to. That's not the ultimate high that it's going to get to. It's going to go a lot higher if you understand how market cap and circulating supply and popularity actually go. This can grow quite a bit. So it did end up getting to a pretty decent high of $3.59 before starting to decrease down to this level of $2.93. So again, it seems to find that comfort zone around maybe $2.75 and $3.25, somewhere around that comfort zone. If it gets up to $3.50, it usually pulls back a little bit. If it goes down to $2.75, you're going to see it push up a little bit as well. So looks really good. Looks more consolidation than anything. We have seen a little bit of a pullback, but it does look like more consolidation than anything. So hopefully we could see a jump, because we're going to see maybe a little bit of a bull flag set up, an increase, consolidation, and then another increase as well, for something that, does have a decent amount of supply and actually a lot of the total supply that's out there. So when I look at this, I always look at it at a positive position. But if we wanted to look at some of the details to why we did see a little bit of a pullback, we're seeing 57% in volume, 57% decrease in volume. So instead of seeing that at $1 billion, that is being traded in the last 24 hours, we're now seeing it at about 700 billion dollars. And the market cap, $3.9 billion, still shows a lot of room for growth, especially even within the average of crypto. So if you're looking for different popular cryptocurrencies, you're typically going to look at market cap in that $1 to $10 billion mark. If it's less than $1 billion, it has a ton of potential in order to grow if it does have a solid use case and gains the popularity. Now, that LRC has the popularity. So many people believe in this coin and the connection between LRC and GameStop. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But here, what I would like to point out is the typical days of hold time. So that has increased from 14 to 17 from the last time that I looked at it, which is really good. To see the typical days of hold time go up is really good. That means that people are holding on to the position, waiting for this thing to make a move, rather than selling it very, very quickly, which you would see in some other positions that we look at, maybe Farmcoin, maybe even Gitcoin. You would see people that don't hold it as long, right? And if they're not holding it as long, then it has less power to hold prices, right? So it would get up to, let's say for Gitcoin's purposes, it gets up to $29 and decreases down to $20 where it is now. After jumping that high, soaring that high, now it fell down, kind of hard. And I don't think it's done falling yet. But the overall trend is up. But we'll get into that in another video. If you want to hear about that, please let me know. We can always talk about it. But yeah, that's LRC, where it stands right now. And I wanted to get into this Motley Fool article. I know a lot of people don't like Motley Fool. I don't like Motley Fool, but let's look at it for the positives and not look at that bottom paragraph that always says, these are 10 stocks that I love more than Loopring, right? I love more than AMC. I love more than this. It's like, just shut up. I don't want to hear about your 10 stocks that you like better, that you probably don't like better. You probably called them horrible stocks in the past, and now you're saying they're good so that you can cover your tracks. But whatever, I'm going to leave it go, right? We're going to look at the positives that we do see in here, right? So basically, the thing we want to take away from Loopring to understand why it's something that sets itself apart, well, apparently it's faster, it's cheaper, and it's extremely secure. Extremely secure protocol, Ethereum protocol for transactions. So when you look at this, you can say that a lot of people know that this has a use case, has utility, has something that people love about it besides just the rumor, where Loopring is tied to GameStop. So it's more than just a thing that's tied to it, right? It's more than just a coin that's tied to this popular stock, this popular company that a lot of people want to hodl, right? That's a great point to why it gained popularity as fast as it did, but it does have utility, which is the case for a lot of coins out there. A lot of coins have great utility, but until they gain the popularity or the visibility to it, no one knows about it. So that's the difference maker with Loopring, is they actually have that popularity now, and now people know why it's so useful. Just like something like Dogecoin. People thought that didn't have any utility at all because it was made as a joke, but it technically could have some utility. It could be a transaction-based currency, which is really, really, positive, right? I wanted to point this out. Basically, a lot of people are saying something about this whole rumor and how it's buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. So basically, the reason why it gained that popularity was because of the rumor that there was a merger between Loopring and the meme stock, which they call it, GameStop. Because GameStop has a lot of pull with it, has a lot of hodl mentality to it. They think that's going to transfer to Loopring, and I think that's true. I do think that is true, but people think that it's going to be more of a buy the rumor, sell the news, sort of like Dogecoin, and how Dogecoin had the whole event on Saturday Night Live, and once the news came about to where he was going to talk about Dogecoin, it started to tank. It went from 70 cents ish down to a level of like 50 cents within the night, within like I think an hour or so. So it did decrease pretty hard after hitting a massive high, while everybody else thought it was going to get to $1. So that's what people think is going to happen to Loopring, which I don't think will happen. I think even if we don't have that partnership, I think we will see a decrease, but we'll see a solid increase over the next year or so. And I think it will go from where we are today to easily $10, to easily $20, right? To easily these prices that I think it can definitely make a move to. Even the thought of it getting to $100 and being at a $130 billion market cap is not something that's unheard of in the distant future, right? So yeah, that's why I created all these videos talking about Loopring to 50, 100, $200. It's possible. You just have to look into the future and see where crypto will be in the near future and distant future. But anyways, that's what I have for you guys with Loopring. I wanted to do a quick video just to break down what did happen and some positives so that people, look at it and say, you know what, I do see this as a good project. And the fact that it came back shows that, you can basically find a time to buy in. Not saying you have to buy in everything that you have and go all in, because this is not a go all in price. I think go all in price would have been down here at $2 or sub $2, but that's long gone right now. And if you could find that again, then great. But I don't know if that's the case right now. So guys, that's my video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to get more content like this, I do more content. So you'll get the YouTube content, you'll get Patreon content. Make sure you go over and sign up for my Patreon. I'm going to start to lock up certain levels because I want to be able to have a large group of people. But I also want to get people that are very dedicated and stop and understand who's there. Then we add more people in, add more people to the group, understand who they are, get to know everybody. It's just going to be a full community that we want to do. So if you guys are interested in joining the Discord group, make sure you hit that link down in the description so that you can get a ton of information for stocks, crypto, mutual funds, whatever you want to talk about. We can definitely talk about. We are getting some newer members. We had like 3 new members in the last 2 days, so I really appreciate the members that did join. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos. I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully all of your investments go well over the night because crypto is 24/7, and you know that massive time we're probably gonna see is like 4 a.m. So hopefully it goes well for you and we see a massive jump in all of the cryptocurrencies that you're holding. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one.